On this adventure, we're going to be hog hunting with a 50 caliber sniper rifle for the experiment of seeing how many hogs can we take out with a single bullet. Throughout this adventure, we're also going to be heading into a neighborhood to see what kind of damage these hogs actually do. Tearing up people's yards, tearing up ponds, and with the trail cam footage we've been collecting, we can see just how many pigs we're dealing with and why we need to be doing everything we can to reduce their numbers. But back to the 50 cal. Originally designed to stop vehicles and shoot down airplanes, the 50 BMG is as big as my hand, and the bullet itself is over 15 times larger than a standard 5.56 like an AR would shoot, making it the perfect candidate to take out multiple hogs with a single trigger pull. But before we take it hunting, let's do some more tests here to see what kind of damage this thing can actually do. Starting with 5 concrete cinder blocks. This is our target. Cinder blocks, we're gonna be shooting 5 of them, and we're just gonna see how much this thing can penetrate. Put your predictions down in the comments. I'm thinking it's gonna go through all 3 and bust the 4th. What do you think?
Maybe for the 4th, but definitely not all 5.
I think all 5.
I think it only goes to 3. I don't think it even busts the 4th.
Wow. Well, let's go find out. This thing's so heavy, but to be able to shoot this kind of bullet, kind of needs to be. Now for the ammo. This right here is what we're gonna be shooting. Tracer full metal jacket. 750 grains. This bullet's as big as my hand. All right, here we go. Ready?
Yep.
All right, I'm sending it into it. Ready?
Yep.
Okay. Let's go take a look and see what this thing actually did.
Whoa, mate, that was crazy.
Oh, dude, how many did it end up going through? Maybe not as many as we think.
Only 2?
Wow, it did. It only went through 2, but it didn't actually penetrate the 3rd block. And here's the thing, hogs are gonna be a lot softer than a cinder block. So that should give us some hope of actually penetrating. Now we're gonna get ready. We're gonna pack old Tammy up and we're going to Florida. We're going pig hunting with the 50 cal. And without further ado, let's head on down to hog country and let's go on our first hunt. And joining us on this adventure is gonna be my cousin Ryan from It's a Wild Life, where his entire YouTube channel and career is based off taking out nuisance critters that are causing humans serious problems, with wild hogs being at the top of the list. Ryan uses traps, dogs, bows, firearms, whatever he can do to get rid of these pigs as fast as possible. So just maybe with this 50 cal, we'll find a new solution that can take out more than one pig with a single bullet.
I've never seen a gun.
That's just the gun. There's nothing else in there.
You got a dead body in here?
It's big enough.
Dude, this bullet is literally as big as some of the piglets that I've got. Lord.
What do you think?
I mean, I literally can barely hold it up.
Yeah.
So there's no way you could freehand.
I don't think so. Not to hunt with.
Right.
So we'll have to make sure we get us a good shooting position. But first, we actually got to go check out the spot, because in order to do this, what we're trying to do, we need a pretty specific situation. So we're gonna go check out that situation. That's our goal, guys. Triple kill for science.
For science.
All right, that's it. We're going.
Or somewhere over there.
We're gonna be sitting up on this power line. That way we can get a nice clean shot, because as you can see, it's pretty thick, pretty well everywhere, except for the open fields. There's tracks everywhere on this road, so.
You can see how thick it is, like both sides, all this bedding area.
Yeah.
So when they come in power lines, they still feel safe because they can immediately get in the cover.
For this exact location, we decided to do a little prep work, which was scatter out corn in a straight line. And if all goes well, we're hoping this bait will draw the pigs in to get them lined up so that we can get a multi-kill. While we were putting out the bait, we also set up a KG trail camera, and it let us know pigs are in the area and that they should be working the bait exactly like we're hoping, by standing in a line to give us a good shot. But let's get Tammy into position and let's see how this evening goes. Down there's the corn. A lot of it's gone, but there's still some left, which is good. Alrighty, I'm gonna cock it.
Weapon's not exactly made for stealth, is it?
No, I guess not. I've only ever loaded it single shot. Alright guys, we're set up pretty good. We have our ear pro, which is going to be very important. And then we got a nice straight shot, straight down the power line. The corn is right out there. And the way that we put out the corn, and from the way they've been acting on the truck camera, it's looking like they may line up exactly like we're hoping. What are your thoughts?
It's a bad night to be a pig, I know that.
Does weather have a lot to do with pig movement?
Pigs get hot easy because they don't have sweat glands. So they love the cold weather. They're usually up and moving. Most animals like the cold weather.
And after sitting there for a little while, we got our first pigs to show up. And it seems to be a pretty good sized group too. It appears to be about 6-7 adult pigs and 8-9 little ones. And there's one thing about pigs, and it's that they don't stand still for long. So if this is going to work, we're going to need multiple pigs to stand still in a line to get the shot. But just as we were giving the pigs time to move around, our wind swirled, and our scent headed straight down to the pigs. And this is a good time to talk about the pigs' senses. Their hearing is okay, their vision's pretty poor, but what they lack in those, they make up with their nose. A pig's nose is super powerful, and their sense of smell is thought to be over 10,000 times stronger than a human's. And with the wind shifting, blowing our scent straight down to them, that was pretty much a death sentence for this hunt. They didn't stick around, and they left. Pretty unfortunate way to end this hunt, but with a wild wind swirl, there's nothing really we could do about that. It is the next day, and this evening we're going to be heading right back out there to get back on those hogs to see what we can do with the 50 cal. Throughout the night, the hogs came back and revisited, which lets us know they are still comfortable to come around. So we'll be heading back out there this evening. But first, let me tell you about the new pair of boots I just got. And they're coming from Tecovas. And the first thing you notice on these are the quality. The leather is really premium, the stitching's very clean, and these are boots that are built to last, not just get replaced every year. These are the ones I got, and they're called the Earl. Nothing too flashy, just a good old solid boot. But if you want flashy, they have those too. Not only with a website with a huge selection depending on what you're wanting, but you can also visit their in-person store where you can not only check them out, but also try them on. And if you visit the in-person store, they also have complimentary drinks as well as custom stamping in case you really want to make your Tecovas boots something special to you. So if I'm looking to do anything nice, these are the boots I'm grabbing because they look good and feel good. And another thing, they're comfortable right out of the box. The more you wear them, the better they get. They're made out of a really high quality leather, not just some cheap or even fake leather like a lot of other boots. So if you're looking for your next pair of boots, click the link down in the description or scan the QR code on the screen to pick up your new favorite pair of boots today. But before we head out for the 50 cal hunt, we're going to be checking out a neighborhood that these pigs are destroying. Everything from ripping up ponds, ripping up backyards, ripping up the visitor center. These hogs have destroyed this neighborhood, and this is another one of the properties Ryan actually gets paid to kill hogs out of because they're that big of a problem.
I mean, we're 15 feet from the building. All into this man-made structure. This is fresh.
How old do you think this is?
All this looks like probably last night.
And they just come in here at night and do it?
Yeah, they're coming in the middle of the night, like between 3 and 4 a.m.
Wow. And this is supposed to be yard, like grass.
It's supposed to be like that. Like over there.
Wow, and they just come in here and do that.
Isn't that crazy?
What are they looking for?
Grubs, earthworms.
Can't they go in like the woods and do that?
Yeah, but that wouldn't piss people off.
Yeah. That'd make too much sense.
Several $1,000s in sod damage.
And that's just grass. That's crazy. After checking out the damage of the visitor center, we headed out to our first bait spot. And this could be a little counterintuitive because you're thinking, hey, if you want the hogs gone, why are we baiting them? Well, here's the thing. This neighborhood and the surrounding woods are thousands of acres, and it's super thick too. So just going blindly behind houses and hoping to kill hogs isn't really going to work. Instead, you bait them to a few key locations where you can actually ambush them there to take them out. And after baiting up a few spots, we headed into a spot with some new damage. It was a pond, and they had absolutely destroyed the edge of it. And here's something you may be thinking. How do hogs, which are basically pigs, cause this kind of damage? and they actually do it with their snout. This is called rooting. They take their snout just like a shovel and just dig up the ground, searching for things like bugs, roots, anything they can eat. And around this pond where the dirt's pretty moist, it gives a nice place for a lot of bugs and stuff to live, which is why the pigs target it. And it's pretty crazy that just a few hogs can do all this damage. So we headed into the woods a little bit to see if we can't find a nice place to bait them and ambush them later.
Holy crap.
Kendall Gray don't mess around.
I cannot believe that just happened.
That was a crazy, dude.
That was crazy. So we're in here looking for the spot. My technicians have baited this spot, and I don't know where it's at. It's somewhere in here. And I spooked him, and he spooked me, and he didn't really know what it was. And I'm trying to whistle to Kendall. They're like 15 feet away. I'm like, Kendall! And luckily the hog stood here. It's so freaking windy. He didn't know what was going on. This isn't even the same hog that's been coming here. It's a spotted hog. But you never know, this place is loaded.
And that's a big old hog, right?
Yeah, that's a good hog. Good boar.
The first shot, I don't know where I hit him, but I didn't want him to get up and run away.
Yes,
We did it with the KG pocket knife.
140-pound boar. That was awesome.
That was good. That was really good.
Glad you brought the rifle.
Yeah, me too. That was crazy.
That was
All right.
insane.
And there we go for the neighborhood. I would call that a success. However, we only got one hog, and from the trail cam video and the damage, we know there's so many more that needs to be taken out. But we are getting closer to the evening, so it's time to head on back to get ready for the next 50 cal hunt. But on our way, we stopped at Walmart because Ryan has actually never shot a 50 cal before, and I just feel like every American should shoot a 50 cal. So we headed into Walmart to get some targets. We're looking for a mega can of beans or something, so we need bigger than that. What is that? Hummus?
Hominy.
Hominy. Flour's not a bad option.
Old ladies don't run over you.
Sorry. All right, let's do that. We'll get one of those, and boom. We'll see what we can do. And we're back. We are going to shoot the 50 cal at some of the things we shot at. Or some of the things we bought. Go ahead and get Tammy over on the table.
Come on, Tammy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, good luck. There's your bullet. There's your bullet.
I appreciate you.
Just to give you guys a representation, this is a normal size bullet casing. This is a 50 caliber bullet casing.
And you never shot a 50 cal before.
No. There's our target.
That's your target.
Should I try to hit it right there?
Yeah. All right. Well, let's do it.
I'm gonna do one without the bullet, just so I can know where the trigger pulls out.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a light trigger.
It's a light trigger, yeah.
Y'all ready?
We're ready when you're ready. Oh! What do you think?
That actually wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was.
It wasn't?
No.
Okay.
All right, that was round one.
That was round one.
He blew the back end out of it.
Next up, flour. And now that we've got some shots up with the 50 cal, let's head right back into our little sniper's nest, get set up, and see what we can do. Day 2, hogs versus 50 cal. All right, guys, here we are. We're moving on in now. Yeah, I got it. After sitting there a little bit, the hogs came out. This actually seems to be a completely different group than the hogs that came yesterday. which is crazy, and that just goes to show how many hogs there are in this location. And our wind seems to be a lot more consistent today too, so that should help us a ton. As long as we don't move much, as long as we don't make much noise, and the wind is blowing in a safe direction, we should be golden. And now it's just up to the hogs to line up in a way my bullet can hit multiple at once. I'm very confident that wherever this 50 cal bullet is heading, it's going to continue to go. So whether it's 1 pig, 2 pig, 3 pig, 4, a multi-kill, the 50 cal, I know it will score. And here we go. 4 pigs lined up. Let's take the shot. Okay, well, shots fired, multiple bogeys down. I don't know if we got 3, but 2 of them went down pretty straight, and that's straight down. I don't know about the others. All right, guys, let's go see what happened. I was watching back the replay. It looks like if the bullet continued perfectly straight line, it looked like we probably should have hit more than just 2. But let's go see and we'll find out. I don't think I'm going to bring the 50 cal. It's not that great in close quarters. So, yeah, we'll just get a club or something.
Yeah.
KG pocket knife.
There you go.
It was kind of hard to get them to sit still, and then finally I thought we had 4 lined up. 2 a little bit higher, 2 a little bit lower. I figured I'd go for the 2 that were lower and maybe just smash out the heart of the other 2. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Wait, let's check it out.
Can't show any of that.
Not much, no. All right, here on the first pig. How big is that pig?
25 pounds.
All right, we got one 25-pound pig. I'm looking at where it hit. I don't really know from this side. I'm guessing right there. So maybe I actually hit a little far back. This one right here, out the back. Pretty big hole. Let's check out the one right here behind it. And this one somehow hit it in the head. Nope, that wasn't the head.
There's no way.
But I don't know, was that hog facing this way?
Maybe quartering a little bit, quartering towards us.
Was this a hog facing this way? No.
No.
Because it exited that. Either part of the bullet or the bone fragments of that one smashed into the front side of this one. Maybe the bullet somehow stopped. I didn't think it would, but there's no exit on this pig.
That's not the exit there.
Unless the bullet,
exit.
unless it exited and
Unless it hit
actually
it.
deflected that bad.
That looks like the entrance and the other looks like the exit.
Right, but they were both facing this way.
Right.
So maybe it definitely has a lot to do with the bullet you were shooting, but definitely thought 750 grains would go through more than 2 pigs, but we'll take a look around, I don't know.
Because the blood should be like right in the middle and then goes in right there.
Yeah, it should have headed this way, so. And at that point, the only offside exit we found on that pig was up here by its head, which if it went like that, then none of those fragments or bullet would have actually hit the 3rd pig. 3rd pig did not act hit. Yeah, they didn't act hit. 3rd or 4th pig didn't act hit. The 50 cal stopped after 2 pigs. Not what I was expecting at all, but I think I know the reason why. And that reason why is the bullet itself. I'm not talking about the cartridge, I'm talking about the bullet that actually flies downrange. To shoot these pigs, I use this bullet, which is actually a match bullet, made to break apart when it hits something hard, essentially making a mini explosion of lead, which, if we take a look at the damage, that's kind of exactly what happened. In hindsight, what we should have used is something like this, an armor-piercing round, which would have held together and carried its momentum, barreling through multiple pigs before stopping, instead of exploding like our match bullet did. It's crazy how technical this result came down to, but at the end of the day, I think we just used the wrong bullet and didn't really think about it because we thought a 50 cal would just kill everything anyways. Turns out, the bullet actually mattered a ton. And while although this wasn't exactly the result we were looking for, we did find our answer, which with this particular bullet, a triple kill wasn't really achievable. But I'm not finished, because I will be back, and I will be bringing back an armor-piercing round to do this the right way. If you want to watch some more cool hog hunting videos, you can check them out right here.